Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Watch QB drop. Watch QB pecan. 132 fighter. Rush in. Rush in. Hard. Hard. Slam. Slam. Check 3. Check 3. Check 24. Check 24. Check 50. Check 50. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
Back to throw. Eason. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jackson being chased out left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Got it. 51. 951.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Come on, set. Hey, hold on.
passing game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Dobbins.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th.
Lucky.
And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now. Go out. Watch the shot.
Off the play fake. Eason. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Tyler, 64, weak.
From the gun, Eason, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now, first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
And he's got his man Hilton. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Give me some. What do you got? Check 37.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block anyone at the line of scrimmage. then get up to the second level and create some space.
A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
On 1st and 10, Eason. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, Eason. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. They'll come up now with a clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. They'll look to throw again. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And he's going to go down again. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
60 outlaw. Hey, check. 6-6, pull it high.
Looking to throw. Eason, flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Do it.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
That's it, baby. We got to work. On the ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Rock it. Ready.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Eason, he's got it to Hilton. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Eason. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a 1st down.
Set. 15. In your face.
On 1st down, Eason nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. Looking to throw. Eason. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Dancing to his left. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Go, go. 36. Line 36. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys.
On 1st and 10, Eason. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Check 31, check 31, check 99, check 99. Look at me, zipper. Shit.
2nd and 9 now. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
We got this.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Jackson forced out to his left. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Jackson steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some space here. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
36, line, 36. General West.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And that's caught inside the 35. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 82 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You got that.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, he takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Watch the whip. Showing it. It's free. Be there. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On second down, Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. 39 yards. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Exit, exit. Come.
They go right back to Mack. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Colts on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Hey, lock it.
Back to throw. Eason. Complete to Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ready? 47-yard line. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again. Go. Now.
They'll go again here with Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now?
Check 3, check 3. Check 24, check 24.
Looking to throw. Eason. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
1st down, Colts.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. It's just me and you. It's you draw Porter. Check 15, check 15. He's going. We got double up.
Taylor. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Paris Campbell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch it.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 24. Check 24.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run him now out of the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there with 7 seconds remaining as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Staying on the ground with Mack. And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Go, D. Let's go. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Watch 12. Watch twins. Check. Sponge. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch the safety creep. Check 13. Check 13.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check 26. Check 26.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go. Kill. Let's go. Come on. Check 25.
On second down now, Dobbins, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On first down, Dobbins. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
You got this. Watch the eye. Kill. Any weapon. Kill. Check 4. Switch it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal?
Check it out. West. Check 31.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
Here we go. 6 yards. Wheel. You got the wheel. Check it to 6. Pull it. Now. Shit. Switch. Go. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.